Hello friends, welcome back to another Remnant 2 video. Today I am showing you how to complete a Vault of the Formless and get the Rupture Cannon, which is a pretty awesome pistol that the engineer actually starts with, as well as the fitness trait, which is evade distance, which is super duper helpful. And then finally, the metal driver ring. Now, as soon as you enter the Vault of the Formless, you're gonna get one of the injectables, is what they're calling them in Remnant, where it can be a random tile that has like a little mini puzzle or a little event or something that you have to complete before you get to the Vault of the Formless event itself. I think I'm gonna put all of these injectable type puzzle activities into a separate video just about N'Erud dungeon injectables. Basically, I'll come up with a better name than that, obviously. Because these initial areas can be in any dungeon, I don't want to put it in every single video because obviously that's very repetitive. So I'm going to put it in a separate video. This one is just going to be about Vault of the Formless. So we're going to start after you hit the small checkpoint and right as you go through the fog door. That is where the actual Vault of the Formless event starts. So once you pass through the fog door, you're going to see a bunch of just machinery going around and enemies dropping out of the pods. So basically you're going to deal with waves of enemies and some elites and such until that cylinder rotates around and opens up a door and you can go through it. Once it does, we're going to make our way through and on to the next area. By the way, if you've been enjoying these Remnant 2 videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We just hit 50K and I am not stopping there. So once you've gone down the elevator and we're out onto this bridge, we're going to make our way to the next area where a lot of the enemies are going to come from. You're just going to go through the same kind of wave defense type of thing, killing the enemies while you wait for that cylinder on the right side there to turn. Once that cylinder turns around, you're going to get inside. However, do not walk through to the other side. Just stay inside until it rotates again. Now, this is going to take a little while to happen. You're going to have to sit in that cylinder for a while. So just kill enemies and hang out. I think this is why a lot of people skip this area initially, because you have to stay in here for a while. And a lot of times people will kind of stay here for a little bit and then you'll move on. But you want to stay in here until it starts moving. If you have the Explorer subclass, you may have noticed there's a purple behind there. We're going to grab all that and I'm going to show you how to get it. Alright, I had to speed it up a little bit, but the cylinder finally turned and it's going to open up a new path. You'll see the new path on your map as soon as you go into it. And then the first door on your left, that's where you're going to get the House Lythla Glyph. This is for the door at the very end of this dungeon. And then these gas barrels right here, you're going to shoot and they're going to explode, allowing you to vault over. Go down in here and then you're gonna watch me try to mantle and not be able to because controller has the same buttons. Anyway, we figured it out and we got the metal driver. This ring says killing blows increase reload speed by 5% for 7 seconds and it stacks 3 times. Once we're done getting all that, we're going to make our way out and around, and you can actually see on the map that we're kind of bypassing that initial walkway that we went through. We would have come up through there. Instead, we're coming out here, and we're going to come up and out to the next area. Same thing here, just killing enemies as we go. We don't have to worry about any more cylinders, so you can just kind of kill the enemies and make your way along the path. And then once you drop down here, this is kind of like the final stand of waves of enemies that you have to fight. And you're going to keep getting waves of enemies until the final meatball guy spawns. He's the last enemy that you have to kill to complete the dungeon. Once you kill him, you're actually going to get the trait fitness when you complete this dungeon for the first time. And fitness is actually evade distance, which is huge and really good if Remnant is your first kind of iframe dodging game, or if you need a little bit more help with your evade distance on higher difficulties, it can come in clutch. And then once we exit the area, we're going to go over to this door right at the end, and this is what we got our glyph for. So we pop in that glyph and open the door. Also, if you missed that glyph on the first way through, you can travel back to the checkpoint and do it over again if you want to. But this is going to give us the Rupture Cannon right here in this little pod. And the Rupture Cannon is a pretty awesome pistol. It's kind of like a little shotgun pistol. Like I said at the beginning, it's what the engineer starts with. Starts with a pulse rifle and the Rupture Cannon, which is actually super nice. And the Rupture Cannon is not a boss weapon or anything, so it can take your own mod on it as well. But that's it. Those are the rewards from the Vault of the Formless. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.